but taking those two classes separately and getting to really deep dive into the industrial side and the organizational side really drove a passion for me that this is what I wanted to do. So it was the one silver lining to graduating into a terrible economy and deciding that I was just going to go straight into graduate school.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm in my 40s and I graduated in '05, and I actually went to grad school as a way to keep health insurance at the time. So I couldn't, economy was horrible, couldn't get a job. Oh, might as well go to grad school. So I don't, did you end up going to grad school as well?
I did. I went to grad school straight out of undergrad.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of us in kind of in that bucket where until they changed the laws and stuff. So so you definitely found that passion for work and organizational thinking early on. Where did you kind of start off after college?
So I went to graduate school at University of Baltimore, and the tagline there is education that works. So most students work full time and then take full time coursework as well. So my courses were from 5 o'clock at night to about 11 o'clock at night. So I had the opportunity to work full time or part time if I wanted to. So I had an internship while I was in graduate school. The first internship I had was at a hospital, local hospital in Baltimore, and I was a compensation intern, and I had the opportunity to implement the hospital's first competency-based performance management system. And I just learned so much from that project around, of course, performance management systems, but also change management, stakeholder management, working in HR really for the first time. It was really an invaluable year.
That's fantastic. And so I know that internships sometimes lead to good things. They sometimes don't get lead to good things. But this sounds like a really good one that lets you. I mean, if I was hiring you for that first job, you already have a great resume just from talking to you. So where did you go next?
So next, I went to a small defense contractor where I had the opportunity to work as an HR specialist, HR generalist, HR everything. There were two of us in HR, and it was a really exciting time for the company. I believe I was employee maybe 60, 65 when we started. We grew to about 300 while I was there in the 18 months to 2 years that I was there. And we grew that big without we didn't have an ATS. We didn't have an HRIS system. We did everything very old school, and I served as the only recruiter, the benefits specialist, the employee relations person. So really baptism by fire, got to learn everything about HR there.
But that's perfect because so I would advise people starting out in their career if they can go out to a smaller company to do that because you do get the exposure to kind of stretch out and wear many hats and find out which hat fits the best. So you're at Splunk now. What do you do at can you tell me about a day in the life of Allie at Splunk?
Yeah, absolutely. So my team helps to increase our recruiter and interviewer capabilities to make fair, defensible, high quality decisions efficiently through predictive online assessments, valid structured interviews, and unbiased evaluation criteria. So we manage our online assessments, working with a number of different vendors for our technical assessments. So that will be work around validation, adverse impact analyses. We also do some kind of bespoke consulting work around structured interviewing, some content development, creating evaluation criteria. And then with all of that, there's a lot of change management and stakeholder management involved in that as we are designing and implementing new selection systems.
Yeah, and you've been speaking a lot.